got a real nice place out here. So one thing we're gonna do different today is we're gonna have breakfast on a Santa Maria grill. If you don't know what that is, you're in for a treat. Cows are already out having breakfast. Go.
So, how did you make this, since it's a homemade grill?
Well, this is the Santa Maria grill, and I believe they got started in California, Santa Maria, California, and they date way back a long time ago. What's cool about these is you can adjust the temperature, and by raising them up and down, and I'll show you here in a minute. Now this one here is what I made. A lot of the Santa Maria grills are built around brick, and the grate itself will go all the way down into the grate. So they'll be made out of rock or stone, brick. They're really neat, and they vary in sizes. Being out here in the country, I didn't want to have a big brick wall, so I just did something like that with some metal and put it around there and made a grill that I can move around, because I can actually load this thing into a trailer and move it to another location.
So when you move the grill to location, you have to build another foundation like what you got here?
No, you just get it wherever nobody wants, you know, you don't want to hurt the grass or nothing like that, or you can put brick down.
Okay, so you're fixing to lower it down to the fire.
Yep. Now we'll start getting this thing hot.
Yeah, that's neat. For our country breakfast, what are we having today?
Well, we're having I think we're gonna cook some bacon and probably some fried eggs and a couple of pancakes to hit the trail with.
Oh boy, I see some hot links over there. You gonna throw some of them on the fire?
Well, that was gonna be a secret, but I'm gonna throw some hot links in. Yeah.
Secret hot links. So
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready.
All right.
Well, all right, Kevin. Well, I got a question for you this morning about these grills. To be honest with you, I go to Lowe's and I look at some nice grills and they ain't half this nice, and they get up around $600-700. So what am I looking at to have one of these in my yard?
Well, what I do is I went to the steel shop, the metal place, yard, the steel yard, and purchased all the material, and then I cut it all and built this myself. And this size grill is 53 by 35 is the cooking surface. Actually, this is barbecue grate material. It's probably $35. I probably got $500 into the whole thing building it.
Wow.
It was the most expensive. Either you're going to do brick or metal, and that's where most of your cost is. The frame and everything's really not that much. The cable's cheap. The paw gear system's cheap. This is actually a steering wheel off of an old tractor.
There you go.
I got about maybe 500 into building this myself. If I was going to build and sell them, I'd sell it for about $1,300.
Wow. So this is a viable option if you're on a budget, and you can probably do this a little bit of spot welding. It doesn't look like you gotta get too involved. Cut some metal up and call one of your buddies over. You might be able to really get one of these going.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's well, it definitely gets hot enough, don't it?
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
That's gonna be a double. Then we'll throw some in here so we can fry our eggs in some good old bacon grease.
Is this the healthy way to eat?
Incidentally, a lot of the grease runs off while you're cooking it.
Yeah, that's neat.
So Kevin, how do you cook steaks on the grill?
Well, my favorite way is I like to heat up my cast iron skillet, and I will put some bacon grease or some olive oil down in there, and I will coat the pan, get it hot, real hot, and then I will put my steak down in here and sear it. Sear both sides of the steak, and once they get a good sear, I will throw them over and finish them off on the grill. And they come out really good. And then, right before they're done, I'll put them right back in the pan with some butter, some thyme, or whatever, garlics, and butter, and spoon it back over onto the steak, and then serve it like that.
We are filming. So hey Kevin, what's next after the bacon?
Well, bacon takes pretty long to cook, so our next thing, why don't we cook a couple of flapjacks, which everybody knows is pancakes. And then once we get the pancakes done, we'll slap some butter on top of them and let them warm, sit over there and warm. Then we're gonna fry up a couple of eggs, and we'll crack them right on top of that pancake here in a minute, and it's gonna be a good breakfast.
Kevin, how do you know when the grill's hot enough to cook on?
Well, tell you the truth, back in the old days, cowboys would spit on it. And if the spit sizzled and rolled off the pan, then you knew it was hot. Well, I'm not gonna spit on it, so what we're gonna do is take a little bit of water. Come over here and watch this. I'm gonna put a little bit on my hand. See how they just sort of dance around? See, that one's not hot yet. See how the water just sitting there? So that pan's getting hot, but see that? That right there is how you know you're ready to cook. Another way I like to tell before I go just throwing something down, I'll test a little bit. And see how hot my pan's getting. So, you know, pancakes, when they cook, you want them to bubble up before you flip them.
Yeah.
So we're going to test this one out and see how long it takes that to bubble. Now, if it's burnt on the bottom before all the bubbles come up, then we know we got our pan too hot. I think we're going to be just okay.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
That looks good. Is that spots?
It's whoever wants it.
Boy, this is something. Yum.
That's good stuff.
And see, this is how we eat in Texas too. Gotta have a bite of this with your eggs. I mean,
Gotta have a jalapeno.
oh man.
That'll get your day started for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Oh, that's so, Lindsay, how you liking your outdoor breakfast?
It's great.
You liking this a lot?
Yeah,
How do you think about that Santa Maria grill?
that is a great grill. I hope I can have one later on in life. That would be great to cook on.
Oh yeah, I think so. Maybe you taught her some cowboy ways this morning, Kevin, you think?
Yeah. Well, maybe one day buy you a pair of leather gloves and that'll be a good project. We'll just make you one.
Yeah.
Wow. He's gonna make you one. Your Uncle Kevin coming through for you once again. I think that deserves a hug if he's gonna make you a grill. We thank you, Kevin.
You bet.
All right.